Okay, this is our first day of the summer, and we're going to do Shakespeare. Who's going to start?
Me.
Okay, go.
Act 1, Scene 1. Elsinore, a platform before the castle.
Okay.
Enter Bernardo.
Okay. Let's do one line at a time. Okay. Hamlet is located in what we call Elsinore Castle. Elsinore is located in today. The place is still named as Elsinore. You can look at the map right now on the screen, and it is the guarding the this waterway in the middle between Denmark and Sweden is called Øresund, and the castle is located in today what's called Kronborg Castle. You can see the guns are pointing north, right? And you may ask why the guns were pointing north. At least it is according to anyway for the story of this show. And we're talking about Denmark against what country?
Norway.
Yes, Denmark against Norway. Okay, but anyway, just for a general knowledge that we can see that Denmark sits between the Baltic Sea and North Sea, and actually there's no other way to get out of Baltic Sea into the North Sea. So Denmark is a critical in a critical location. And then other than this Øresund, there's another side you can get out of Baltic Sea from the other side. That water pathway is called Great Belt, and this island we're talking about is called Zealand. Okay, what next?
Bernardo and Francisco enter.
Okay, who are they?
They're two sentinels.
What are sentinels?
Some guards.
Okay, guards doing what?
Like guard the castle, like on some tower thing.
Oh, what does sentinel mean?
Like guard, watch person.
Are they guarding or are they watching?
They're guarding.
They're guarding. Are they watching?
And watching.
Oh, wait. There are two things going on here, right? One is the one function of these people maybe just to watch, to see what's going on across the Øresund, the water. Or are they actually guarding to defend somebody or whatever? Which one is more important to them?
Guarding.
Yeah, sentinel means watching. No, sentinel means watching, not guarding.
Really?
They're mostly watching.
Oh, I thought it was guarding.
No. Okay. Are these high-ranking soldiers?
Yeah.
Like generals?
Yeah.
No.
By the way, what does general do?
Like they command the soldiers to do this
right.
and this and this.
Their biggest is it fair to say that the biggest duty of a general is make decisions, and then he's not gonna carry the weapon. And obviously, a lot of people they do that, but his most important role is not to kill people, right?
Yeah.
Is to make it is. Well, anyway, let's put it another way. What do soldiers do? The front lines,
fight.
they fight, right?
Fight.
They go out and kill people, right?
Yeah.
And the general, the role of a general is basically tell people where to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
What to do, so to win the war, right? Yes.
Yes.
So, stand watch the ocean. Is that a decision-making thing, or is that a function?
A function.
Yeah. So most likely these are not very high-ranking officers, right?
Yeah.
They may be officers, but they're most likely
Low ranking.
they're low-ranking officers, right? Or soldiers.
Yeah.
I think they're just soldiers.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Are they trustworthy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
Because there's not a lot of people on watch.
Not a lot of you.
Because
Only
they're
two
trusted.
They're trusted because there's only 2 people on watch, and if they sleep, then approaches can come.
Good. Yeah, Leo.
They're trusted because like the people who orders him or the soldiers like trust them like to not sleep or just sit there doing nothing, not watching.
Okay. By the way, first of all, as we shall see, it's one person standing guard, and actually this is a changing of a guard situation right here because we see two people coming in, right? This is the changing of the guard, right? Now, one person, they're watching.
And one
When
person
the
is
enemy
riding.
when the enemy coming in, right? Are they gonna come in? Are they gonna try to hide?
No.
They're trying to let you know they're coming.
No.
They're trying to hide as much as possible, right? So you won't find out, right?
Yeah.
In other words, when you find out, you have very little time to respond, right? To react, right? In other words, for instance, if you find somebody approaching, in those days, you ought to get to the king in, let's say, minutes, right? Say 5 minutes, you need to wake up the king, right? Then you're fighting, right? Maybe in 10 minutes, the gun should be going. Yeah?
Yeah.
So we're talking about very short order things supposed to happen, and these people are the tip of it. They're going to start the whole chain of reaction, right? And if they are there sleeping, and this chain is not happening, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they are probably the most trustworthy soldiers around. Yeah?
Yeah.
So they be the sentinels. 'Cause if they sleep through and everybody sleeps through, and they're gonna catch them when they're sleeping, the enemy coming in. Okay. How about let's do the next line.
Bernardo, who's there?
Okay. Yeah. There's no question here, right?
Yeah. Francisco, nay, answer me. Stand and unfold yourself.
Oh, actually, when Bernardo says who's there, we got one piece of information, right? These two are not together, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Francisco said, nay, answer me. Stand and unfold yourself. What does stand mean? Stand
Like,
up?
just stay there. Just stay there.
Don't come near me.
Or
And,
don't like try to shoot or do
Okay.
anything.
Hands up.
I don't think in those days people got firearms, but anyway, they probably have arrows. But anyway, what does it mean? What does the unfold yourself mean?
Show
Like,
yourself.
yeah, show your identity, say who you are.
Good. Next. Bernardo.
Oh yeah, Bernardo, long live the king.
Okay, what's that?
Passcode? A passcode?
Okay. You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really think.
So it's a password, right?
Yeah, so they so like
So,
so
they
Francisco know that Bernardo like supports the king.
And is not a
Okay,
rival.
okay. We're talking about two things going on here. No, first of all, whether this is a passcode, passphrase. Okay, you may be right. Okay, I don't think so. I think Sentinels are very few people. They're very, very trusted people, and for those people to recognize each other, and this is a very important function of the watch, right? Most likely they're not going to be done by passcode, because passcode normally is designed for people who don't know each other, like a big troop, right? Nobody know each other by voice, so they do passcode. Yeah, and the very easy way to break the passcode is you capture somebody and you beat them up and say, "What's your passcode?"
Torture.
Yeah, he said, "I don't know." You beat them up more, then you get it out of them, and then use the passcode. Yeah, and because all of these sentinels, they have one person standing watch at any given time, they cannot afford that. So this is a small group of people. They all know each other's voice, and for Bernardo to say "Long live the king" is essentially just so Francisco will hear him saying anything. And typically, I think that's the thing they always say. And they can recognize each other by voice when they say "Long live the king." Okay? Now, Leo, you said something else, which is whether they're devoted to the king. Well, maybe we'll deal with that later. Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, now next.
Francisco, Bernardo.
See, okay, here's another reason I think it's not a passcode, right? And Francisco actually recognized the person, right?
By the voice.
By the voice.
Right?
So that's probably what's going on. Okay? Okay, next.
Bernardo, he.
Why doesn't, what do you guys say? You say me, right?
It's
It's me.
It's me.
It is me.
Yeah. Why does he say he? Is he a me or he?
He.
Me.
Why does he say he?
Cut.
What are you talking about?
Yes, it is.
What? Just tell us.
Okay. It basically it's a Francisco saying Bernardo, right? Then Bernardo says it is he. It is Bernardo.
It
it
is
is
Bernardo.
he. Yeah, and then it's short for he. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
Francisco, you come most carefully upon your hour.
Okay. What does careful mean?
Like you want to go
you-
quietly.
You came when you were supposed to come.
Okay. Actually, this
You
is
came at the right time.
okay.
You can
Actually, both are reasonable answers, and you each give a different answer, but I think they're both good answers. I go with Leo. Is quietly, and the reason. Hey, I give you the reason. Okay, the reason is, Bernardo just startled Francisco, right? Let's just think about how human do. Okay, you just startled me. I say, great, you come exactly at the right moment. Or am I going to say, yeah, you come here quietly enough, you startle me? Which way is more likely?
The first
My
one.
Okay, yeah.
My way.
All right. Okay, what next?
Bernardo, 'tis now struck 12. Get thee to bed, Francisco.
Any questions?
No.
Okay, it is, right? And you know. Okay,
Yeah.
it's 12 o'clock. Okay, go. Next.
Francisco, for this relief, much thanks. 'Tis bitter cold, and I am sick at heart.
Okay, let's look at the bitter cold. Isn't bitter a taste?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Francisco's using bitter to describe temperature, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so what does bitter mean here?
Like really cold.
Yeah, Leo?
Like ultra megally cold, right?
Okay, I take that. Okay, and I'm sick at heart. What does that mean?
I'm so sick that I feel like I'm gonna die.
Yeah, exactly. Why?
Because he's guarded
Because
a lot,
it's-
and he doesn't like want rivals to come and kill him and all that.
Well, okay, but after that, after this, we're gonna hear. There's actually nothing happened. Actually, not a mouth stirring. But anyway, that's not the scenario. Why is he sick at heart? This is a very peaceful watch that he just had. Nothing happened. Why is he sick at heart?
Because it's bitter cold?
No, he just said it. He said, and I'm sick at heart. This is something else.
I feel really sick.
Let's assume he's not.
Okay.
What?
I
tell
feel like
us.
I have a cold.
Well, anyway. Okay, you guys ever been sick at heart?
Yes.
What do you mean,
You're like
sick at
you
heart?
just feel
I don't.
you feel the world is so bad. You feel like the whole world is against you, and you feel so
yeah,
bad
I know
about
what it
every.
means now. I know what it means.
Yeah, you
I
ever
feel so sick that I want to die.
sick?
No, I got it. He feels so sick that he has to do this job because there's so many bad people on Earth. Right?
Well, I wouldn't say that because all of these. Well, we've seen these people are again at least between Francisco and Bernardo, they're in good relations, right? And then down the road, we'll see these are very friendly people, and we're gonna see all that. So why is still sick at heart? I mean, none of that seems to explain all that.
Yeah, you could tell us.
Okay. This is at the beginning of the show, right?
Yeah.
So a big deal that's going on is Shakespeare needs to tell you. And Shakespeare, by the way, okay, let's pull back a little bit. I read a comment that says Shakespeare once wrote that there are 1,000 Hamlets in 1,000 people's eyes, and I totally don't understand what that is, because one thing that Shakespeare always do is to tell you what is going on. And he almost never just tell you one time, because the show moves very fast, right? He expects you to miss his clues. So he give you twice, 3 times the clues to make sure you get it. Okay? This is one of the occasion, maybe the first one, right? And when you read this, you should ask somewhat of a Francisco just had a very, very peaceful guard, and he is sick at heart. You would ask, like, why, right?
Yeah.
So first you ask why, right?
Yeah.
And then you say, okay, well, anyway, sick at heart, is that something good or something bad?
Bad.
Yeah,
Bad.
there's something bad going on, okay? And do we know what it is?
No.
No. Okay, next.
Bernardo, have you had quiet guard?
Francisco, not a mouse stirring.
All right, we covered that already. Let's go.
Bernardo, well, good night. If you meet Horatio and Marcellus, the rivals of my watch, bid them make haste.
Okay. Do you know what rival means? Not today, the word.
Yeah.
Enemy.
What?
Like
Yeah,
enemy, like
good.
a bad guy.
That's exactly
or
what I
like
said.
a foe.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Shut up. Or your opponent.
Yeah, opponent. Yeah, like competitor or whatever. Yeah, you're all right. Okay. This is from Latin. Okay, it's a rivalis. It means people using using the water from the same river.
Ew. Being kind?
Huh? I'm sorry.
Being kind? Like.
In other words, his rivals means people using the water from the same river. So more or less, they're talking about. Well, okay, we got 2 more names coming out, right? Horatio and Marcellus, right?
Yeah.
And now your question is, who are they, right?
The
And
rivals of his watch.
right, Bernardo just came right out. The rivals of my watch, right? It means they're gonna do this watch together. They're gonna use the water from the same.
Help.
We don't know about that. We just anyway, they're gonna live together. They're gonna use the water from the same river. They're gonna well, anyway, bid them make haste. You understand that,
Tell
right?
them to come here quickly.
All right,
Or
next. No, or else. Okay, they're not like you. They're more friendly people, by the way. Okay, like you guys, just go at each other like when there's nothing that's going on. Okay, now next.
Enter
Francis-
Horatio and Marcellus.
No, it's Francisco. I think I hear them.
All right. Yeah. By the way, 3 of us were reading from 3 texts, all different. Anyway, we'll work this out. All
Daddy,
right.
can we just read from my text?
No,
That's okay. They're more or less the same.
more
Let's
glitter.
read the. Come on.
Gooder.
At least do some clean English.
Hi,
Okay,
it's
we all
better.
try to do good clean English. Okay, because
Mine is the
at least
goodest.
let's make an effort to do good English. Okay. Yeah, go.
I think
Francisco.
I hear them. Francisco. I think I hear them. Enter Horatio and Marcellus. Stunned ho, who's there?
Okay, now, one thing needs to be pointed out. They are all expecting Horatio and Marcellus, right? Mm-hmm. So they know somebody else is coming,
Yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. Okay, now, Next.
Horatio. Friends to this ground.
Okay. Is Horatio a soldier?
No.
Most likely not, right? He's a friend. See that? He's not part of this.
He.
From friend to the ground. Oh, let's go to the. The word ground doesn't mean much these days. What does ground mean?
The
land, right?
land.
Yeah. What is that? Anything you want to say about land in those days?
Yeah, like he's friend of like he's like friend of the like the.
No, that's sorry. That's not the point I'm trying to make. This is a long time ago. Okay, before we have all the machines and stuff. Essentially, all we have is just farmers. Land is a big word. Okay, friend to the ground means friend to the land, and the king, at least probably in Denmark, is probably considered land belong to the king. Okay. In the United States, do land belong to, say, the president?
No.
Okay.
Well, a part belongs to Congress. Ish, maybe
No.
not.
You buy the land. The land is yours. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that obvious?
And no, it's not that obvious. Like in China, if you buy a house, what did you buy?
A house.
Well, actually, you're right. If you buy, let's say they all have the big buildings over there, right? If you buy an apartment, right? Mm-hmm. You buy the apartment, sure enough, but you buy a 70-year lease on the land under the building.
Yeah.
So what happened after 70 years?
You owe them bucks.
Nobody knows. Okay, this is the scary part. A country when there's no law, and you have that. Okay, and we're not going to talk about China, obviously. How do we get to this? Oh yeah, friend to the ground. Okay, in other words, what I want to say is Horatio said, number one, he's a friend. Okay,
Yeah.
and then friend to the ground, basically friend to
Hamlet.
why Hamlet?
'Cause.
Okay, cause means I don't know.
Or Claudius.
Okay, all right. Friend to the ground. Number one, Horatio is a friend. Number two, he's friend probably to the king and to the country, and it's probably more. Ground is a. Well, I guess the point I want to make is not particularly to a particular king, a particular person, but to the country in general. Okay. Okay, let's do the next.
Marcellus. And liegeman to the Dane.
Okay, now, what
I
is
forgot
liegeman?
what liegeman means.
Liegeman is like you follow the king's orders.
Servant.
Yeah, servant, slave, however you want to say it.
What does the Dane mean?
The Danish king, which is the Denmark king,
Yeah.
Claudius.
Which is Claudius.
Yeah. So you guys know, right? When they're talking about the Dane, the Denmark, whatever, they mean
the king.
the king. Yeah. There you go.
The loyal king.
Or not.
Well, that's
Maybe
that's
it's not loyal.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like
right.
Leo.
Let's talk about this one more thing. Now Horatio is not part of this watch, right? Why is he here?
I don't know.
Just to come and relax.
Wait, because like
All right. Then okay, that's fine. Let's not do this here. Next line.
Francisco, give you good night.
Okay.
Good
next.
night. Have a good dream. That's
Next,
what it means.
yeah. Okay. Next.
Marcellus. Oh, farewell, honest soldier. Who hath relieved you?
All right. Now let's look at this. Who? Francisco and Marcellus, right? Marcellus just asked Francisco, "Who has relieved you?" Right? Mm-hmm. Who is a higher rank officer here?
Marcellus.
Why?
Because he asked that.
Because we just know.
because he doesn't know who relieved him. He doesn't know the order of the guards. He want to know who replaced you, who's there. Because obviously, first of all, Marcellus totally trusts Francisco, right? He's not going to say bye and then there's nobody there, right? So obviously, since Marcellus trusts Francisco, Marcellus knows that somebody's there watching, right? Standing guards, right? He wants to know who's there. Okay? And since he's been switched out, and then he say, who has relieved you? Right? So probably Marcellus is not directly in command of this thing. He's maybe a couple of levels up. He doesn't drive, because, well, let's think about this, right? Somebody will make up a table and say, you do the first shift, you do the second shift, whatever it is, right? That person is not Marcellus. Right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So Marcellus probably is some kind of a commanding officer a couple levels up.
General.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Can we keep that in mind?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now. Next.
Francisco, Bernardo hath my place. Give you good night. Exit.
Okay.
Bernardo will take my place.
And
Okay.
Bernardo has my place.
Yeah. So now we know that an officer, Marcellus, is here with a stranger, Horatio, right? To the guard. All right. We're gonna stop. We'll take a break. Then we'll come back.